Chasing Grace is a deeply emotional Nollywood drama that explores love, sacrifice, dignity, and the harsh realities of financial struggle in modern society, from the very first scene. The film pulls viewers into the intimate world of a young couple trying to survive against overwhelming odds while holding on to faith, hope, and each other. The story opens on a tender and heartwarming note. We are introduced to Richard and Vera, a married couple whose love is pure, supportive, and admirable. Their morning routine is filled with affection, compliments, reassurance, and even prayer. Vera's heartfelt prayer for her husband before he leaves the house sets the tone for the kind of woman she is, loving, selfless, and spiritually grounded. Richard, on the other hand, is equally devoted, constantly affirming her worth and promising a better future. However, beneath this beautiful love story lies a painful reality: poverty. As the film progresses, we begin to see the cracks in their seemingly perfect world. Vera is a teacher who is emotionally drained and financially strained. Her frustration is relatable, especially in a society where hard work doesn't always translate into financial stability. Her contemplation of quitting her job reflects the silent struggles many people face daily. One of the most powerful aspects of this film is how it contrasts love with hardship. Richard and Vera are not lacking in affection, they are lacking in resources. This distinction is crucial because it highlights a painful truth: love alone is sometimes not enough to shield people from the cruelty of society. A major turning point in the film occurs when Vera runs into her old friends. This scene is layered with subtle tension, comparison, and social commentary. Her friends represent different life outcomes, particularly one who boasts about marrying a wealthy man. The conversation quickly becomes uncomfortable, exposing societal pressure and the toxic tendency to measure success through wealth and status. Vera's quiet humility in that moment speaks volumes. She doesn't defend herself aggressively, instead, she absorbs the judgment. This scene is painfully realistic and shows how society often undermines people who are struggling financially, regardless of their intelligence or hard work. The humiliation continues when Vera visits a local shop to get food items on credit. The shopkeeper's harsh treatment is one of the most difficult scenes to watch. It reflects how poverty strips people of dignity and respect. The dialogue in this scene is raw and grounded in everyday Nigerian reality, where collecting on credit can come with shame and insults. Another heartbreaking moment occurs when Vera is accidentally splashed with dirty water. This symbolizes not just physical discomfort, but emotional humiliation. Yet, when she gets home, she lies to her husband to protect his feelings. This small act shows her strength and her desire to shield him from more pain. Richard's character is equally compelling. He is a man burdened by unfulfilled potential. He has developed a software project that could be worth millions, even billions, but lacks the financial backing to bring it to life. When he reveals that someone offered him $750,000 for the idea, it becomes clear that he is standing at a dangerous crossroads. This moment introduces one of the film's central conflicts: the temptation to settle for less due to desperation. Vera's reaction is one of the most inspiring parts of the movie. Despite everything she is going through, insults, hunger, exhaustion, she refuses to let her husband undervalue himself. She becomes his voice of reason, reminding him of his worth and the true value of his work. Her strength here is not loud or aggressive, but firm and unwavering. This dynamic flips the typical narrative. Instead of the man being the sole provider and motivator, Vera becomes the pillar holding Richard together emotionally. It's a refreshing and empowering portrayal of partnership in marriage. The film also touches on another sensitive issue: childlessness. During a confrontation with a neighbor, Vera is insulted and called barren. This moment is both shocking and deeply emotional. It highlights how society weaponizes personal struggles, especially against women. Richard's reaction to the fight is initially disappointing. Instead of immediately comforting Vera, he scolds her for engaging in the altercation. However, as the scene unfolds, we see that his anger stems from fear of losing her, fear of their situation worsening, and fear of societal judgment. When Vera finally breaks down and reveals the insult, Richard softens. His reassurance that she is not barren and his apology for raising his voice show emotional maturity. This scene is important because it portrays a realistic conflict in relationships misunderstanding, followed by reconciliation. Another significant moment in the film is Richard's encounter with his old friend, Joseph. This scene serves as a mirror to Richard's life. Joseph is successful, wealthy, and thriving, while Richard is struggling. The contrast is stark and painful. Their conversation is filled with nostalgia, but also hidden desperation. Richard tries to maintain composure, but it's clear he is deeply affected by the comparison. When he eventually asks Joseph for help, it's a vulnerable moment that many viewers will relate to. The way the scene ends with Richard pleading silently for remembrance captures the essence of the film's title, Chasing Grace. Grace, in this context, represents opportunity, breakthrough, and divine intervention. What makes this movie stand out is its realism. There are no exaggerated plot twists or unrealistic solutions. Instead, it presents life as it is messy, unfair, and unpredictable. The struggles are not solved instantly, which makes the story more relatable and impactful. The dialogue is another strong point. It blends English and local dialects seamlessly, making the characters feel authentic. The use of everyday language, especially in the market and neighborhood scenes, grounds the story in reality. Cinematography and setting also play a crucial role. The modest home, the busy streets, and the local shop all reflect a typical Nigerian environment. This familiarity helps viewers connect more deeply with the story. Emotionally, the film is heavy but balanced. While there are moments of pain and humiliation, there are also moments of love, humor, and hope. The chemistry between Richard and Vera is particularly strong, making their relationship the heart of the film. Themes explored in the movie include love and sacrifice, financial struggle, self-worth and dignity, societal pressure, faith and perseverance. Perhaps the most powerful message of the film is this: your current situation does not define your worth. Richard's software idea symbolizes potential, something valuable that the world may not immediately recognize. Vera's unwavering support symbolizes faith, the belief that better days are coming, even when there is no visible evidence. Chasing Grace is not just a story, it is an experience. It makes you feel, reflect, and question societal values. It challenges the idea that success is only measured by wealth and reminds us that character, resilience, and love are equally important. By the end of the film, viewers are left with a mix of emotions: hope, empathy, and a deeper appreciation for the struggles people go through silently. It doesn't give all the answers, but it leaves you thinking. Final verdict: Chasing Grace is a powerful, emotional, and thought-provoking film that captures the realities of life with honesty and depth. It is a must-watch for anyone who appreciates meaningful storytelling and relatable characters. If you enjoy Nollywood movies that touch the heart and reflect real-life struggles, this is definitely one to watch. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Flicks and Feels, for more movie reviews like this.